Oh, natural. Special natural, my guy. Ah, yes. I look better. Even in a better mood.
What? Okay. Hey guys. Hello. You should say hi. Namaste. Namaste. Today we are going to be talking about.
How is it like being a spiritual couple?
Yes. I feel like before we get into like anything, like the guts of this conversation, I think we have to talk about the types of spiritual couples in the first place. So like our version of spirituality, I guarantee you, is
Different.
very different from a lot that you see online. I don't even know if I can like go in depth. That's gonna take another whole video.
Yeah.
But it's very different, and for that reason, our ideologies, the way we act,
the way we think
is
a bit different.
Is very different.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be talking about from my side of view how it's like as like a woman being in a spiritual relationship with a spiritual man, and he's gonna talk about his side. So one thing that I learned is being in a spiritual relationship. I think so that kind of reminds me of this, like those dreams in churches and this. You have a spiritual husband. Yes, I have a spiritual husband. The fuck you talking about? But anyways, one thing that I learned very early on, y'all, is first things first is you have to learn how to grow and accept that person for who they are. Like we said, our version of spirituality then is different from our version of spirituality now, because you got some people that are into some witchy shit. Personally, I'm good on that. There's some people who are into tarot cards, and there are people that are like just plain old meditation, and there are a lot of people, but the way we are, especially, let me say, from what I have observed in our relationship, our way of spirituality is almost scientific. It is very practical in the way we think, in the way we act, and in every the way we interact.
I would say that it's more down to earth instead
Yes.
of, it is as we see it.
Yes.
Like, it's not that we don't believe in the unseen and the unknown. No, that's not it. It's more of we believe everything is natural. Even white people call maho.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it that because I don't want to say that other word.
Yes,
But
they just polluted it.
they polluted it. But maho, you just go research what maho is.
It's Japanese.
But nonetheless, it's Japanese. Yeah. So our thing is practical, and we look at everything as an art, as a form of expression.
Yep.
Sort of. You understand? So
the science. Almost.
yeah, instead of just believing in things, it's
floating
like, okay, if
everywhere in space.
Yeah, if you give us an idea, it's like, okay, we do research on it, we do experiments on it, and then after that, if we don't understand it now, there's no point in holding it to our psyche.
Yep.
Rather, like, we'll be like, okay, we're just gonna continue doing research, but we just don't take whatever information that is just floating out there.
Yeah.
And we are really practical with the way we do things.
Yep. So, like, very practical. And I think one of the examples that I think I'm going to give, let's say when it comes to something like meditation, right? So at least my way of meditation, I've always been an open-eyed meditator.
Weird.
Which is called weird. Freaky. Don't ask me how I could do it, but that's just how I prefer to do it, because most of the times the brain is a very deceptive thing. Your brain will give you images and things that it generates itself like a generative AI instead of you.
I feel like that depends on the person, though.
A lot of people, just from what I've heard from my friends, so that might not be the same for like everyone. And the one time I did do like a closed eye meditation and shit, yeah, that shit was freaky. Okay, that shit was freaky. But it's just an example. The way we think, we don't float around.
So here is my way of meditation. You understand? She meditates with her eyes open.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, but that's her experience, and that's how she connects. You know. Mine, it's more of the traditional way where you close your eyes and you just center your consciousness right here on your heart. Some people tell you focus it in your mind, which is do you? Me? I say focus all your awareness on your soul. Become aware of self, true self, not consciousness. Consciousness is a different thing. But true self is energy. That is the true self of who you are. So my type of meditation, that is just focus on your chest. Try to feel the fire that burns within you. It is
What
there.
chakra is it?
It's a heart chakra,
Heart chakra,
obviously,
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know if I would, but that's what it is, though.
Yeah.
You understand? So just, yeah, I guess you can call it. No, it's not. I think it's two different things. I don't want to say it's the heart chakra because I feel like my experience tells me it's something different. But I would say right there where you think it is, just focus
Just
there.
focus
You
there.
understand? And
Yeah.
center yourself within that, and then at the same time expressing that outside. It's like giving and taking at the same time, and then you create this bubble of self.
Yeah.
But that's just how I do it.
That's just it. And for me, and one of the reasons why I would explain why I don't usually prefer closed eye meditation is, like you said, a lot of people focus on the mind. And here's the hard part about open eye meditation. It's harder because you have to then keep the focus. I don't know how to explain how I do it, but it's just something that was natural to me. But the problem with focusing your meditation on your mind instead of your soul is your mind has a lot to sort through. You will start remembering something like, oh shit, this person did this when I was in 7th grade.
Which is also important. I just don't want to like to jump over it, but I feel like it's also important to know yourself. And because everything has roots. There is nothing that just exists as a simple fact of it exists. No, unless you are like God, but you can say God serves a sort of purpose in the universe.
Yeah.
You understand? So what is it? So but that's a different topic.
It's a
but
different topic.
my thing is when you are meditating and you whatever that comes, I don't know what will come, but I feel like the thing is to just observe it, and after you done the whole thing, it's something that you have to go back and write it down and try to think why the fuck you thinking those type of things.
Yeah.
And then that's how you do real shadow work.
Yeah.
Because those thoughts are there for a reason.
For a reason.
And maybe your mind is making you aware of things that you press down, or rather something that frustrates you, but it's low key, but you don't know, or a place you're obsessed with. Like it's those type of things. So you need to write those things down and then come back, think about them, try to explain it as an essay, and you will then sort out your emotions and your traumas and insecurities easily that way. But during the meditation, that's the reason I say that don't focus too much on your mind, but rather just try to be present. And the only way you can do that is to go into your soul, into that true self. Everything else is just an expression of the multiverse.
Yeah.
But so I would say that's how it is. But then that other part, because it affects how you behave and act in this physical incarnation, you have to understand why those things are there.
Yeah. Again, like I said, it's methodical. It's not without a reason. We never do anything without, like you said, proper research and breaking down of the thing that you're doing, because that's the best way to grasp something.
Yeah, and especially meditation. I think we can just make this video as a meditation guide.
Yes, we can make it a meditation guide.
Yeah, like how we meditate as a couple. That's a thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, there's this one we do, which is just the last point since we decided. Like you see, we don't script our videos. Most of the times we just come up with an idea and then we go with it.
Talk about it.
But one thing I thought of since we're talking about this now, it's we have this thing we do, which is technically headbutting each other. Not like physically, not like I mean like just your both your faces, but like your foreheads come together.
Yeah.
And then you technically pray to the person, but you don't let them hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
You don't let them hear, but it's more of an ask of that person's being to be for whatever that you think is wrong. And obviously this is something that you can use in a very negative way. So I don't know what I'm doing right now.
I probably shouldn't be putting this method out, because I would say this is a type of spell almost. Yeah, because you're bypassing the person and going directly to their soul.
Oh, the subconscious
and
mind.
their psyche.
So everything is frequency, everything is
frequency and
and
energy.
so I'm just saying that with that you can, if you're both of y'all are genuine in what you're doing, it could literally help y'all to be super close, like relatives or something where like you don't, it will end up being a thing where that person just becomes an extension of what you are.
Yep.
And you will never recognize that person as an external force of any kind.
And one thing that I am
that's
going
another
to
meditation
say,
style.
that is a very powerful but also dangerous thing. Don't be giving somebody that you do not fully trust access.
I mean, if you sleep together, it's already
is done. But this, like I said, this is like a spell. This is I am commanding you. Like your psyche doesn't.
You're asking, so
yeah, you get what I mean.
That's it. Yeah.
You get what I mean? And the reason why I say it's commanding me and you right now, your information, my soul is so tied to yours that my psyche accepts your information, your voice. So that a person can use that to like fuck with you, honestly. Like for a better term, it's like with the subliminal shit. Be careful of what you listen to, because
I would imagine that if you sleep with a girl, she could just whisper in your ear.
Yeah,
I did something. Wait, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
But I'm just trying to say,
we are talking. What the fuck did you do?
No, I mean that other day, like it was just a test of I wanted to test if what I do right now when she's sleeping can affect when she's dreaming.
Yeah.
So I tested it out, and it turns out that if someone is sleeping, you can literally affect their dreams.
Yes.
And so what I mean by this, because once you're dreaming, your barrier between the conscious and subconscious is gone.
Down, yeah.
So everything is as it is, meaning what happens outside is the same thing happening inside. So both of them are connected. And we did this experiment already, tested, done deal. We're not gonna argue with you in any kind of way on this one. I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that if you have a girl and she's like into those type of things, I think she could use that to fuck you up. Good.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be very careful at the beginning. Don't be getting in relationships with demons, okay? Y'all, like, don't be doing that. Like, because I know people that there's, I don't want to say spiritual toxicity, but there's those toxicity, like spiritual toxicity, where it's like y'all both use your spirituality to bind and control each other.
Yeah, that's toxic.
That is just toxic. That is disgusting. I do not condone any of that. So if you're gonna be doing that type of meditation, which is kind of tantric, low key, but if you're gonna be doing,
that's the other way you can make it more powerful. Is like during the giggity goose, you are both the Bluetooth device is connected. The Bluetooth device is connected. So, and then you do that right there when it needs to be, during that time when both of you are like at your peak. And you could be during that be talking to each other, but telepathically you speak into the soul, you understand, and your energies are definitely aligned, mingling, and mixing. So I feel like that would be the best part to do that. Again, the reason we started this video by saying that everything is an art is because I feel like our generation and the way the world is today, people are using arts of old times, and people don't want to invent shit anymore. You know how all the scientists will go around. I mean, most of it is bullshit, but I'm just saying that in the stories, these scientists be doing a lot of things, experiments, learning shit. I'm just saying that everything is an art. Even a simple whatever spell you can find on the online, you can upgrade it. Yeah, you can make it stronger.
Tweak it to your own
will. It's just like, but don't fuck with it too much. But I'm just saying that you can fuck with it. Yeah. So we are that type to fuck with it, just to see how far we can stretch it. Yes. So.
And that's why I said like the way we approach spirituality is practical. That's why I say it's scientific. It's methodical. It is very intentional. We're not, heebie-jeebies, all faith, believe. We do believe, don't get me wrong. Right. But it's not based on unsolicited faith. Yeah. Everything there's a method. It's scientifically, I don't want to use scientific, but it's method.
Like my ego, when it comes to things in the world, what I think and what I am has nothing to do with them. It's just like staring at a rock. The fuck, dude? Like, I remove myself and I just look at it
Yeah.
as it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I will only use my mind to understand
And give it
what makes it,
Yep.
but not to give it an idea of what, just based on what I'm looking at, but rather to really look at it, from a very intellectual way. Yeah.
And also, one thing that I'm going to be also saying right now, when it comes to like, because there's like, we do meditations and shit. One thing that I did it like a long time ago, but I'm starting to get into it now. I hope it definitely gets into it when we have more free time, more right space, is methodical manifestation or remote viewing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can say this online, but I would say that our biggest idea of what we want to do, whatever. I'm trying to move around it, but I'm just saying that I would like to evolve a lot of the arts that are happening, because I have looked at many things, that I'll be like, oh, this one is just and some of them like, yeah, this one, yeah, but I just feel like people like a spark, especially our generation, to just, how back then there were no laws, there were no rules. Right now, the rules that are given to us by people who are really wealthy, and to be honest, I have no problem with none of them. Like I said, I don't take most things personally. I just feel like
and if I was wealthy when
I would most likely do the same
thing
to protect my own people. So if they feel that's what they need to do to, whatever, but if that's what they feel they need to do to protect their own, I would do the most. Like, I can complain about you taking care of your family if I would take care of my family the same way.
Especially if I demand you to unattend and take care of my family.
Yeah, but it's still bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but regardless, I'm
not
not
entitled
to their kindness in any kind of way. But yeah, so I'm saying that the rules we're living in right now, like, who does the law serve? It serves them. So that's one thing you need to think about. A lot of this female is like, pink is feminine, blue is masculine. All of these things are given to us. I mean, I don't think in nature animals ever do that. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna eat that. It's pink.
Oh, that fruit is pink. That's gay.
So I feel like our psyche is so under attack so much that it's hard to deal with everything all at once. But not going into that, I'm just saying that I feel like that's the reason why our spark is dying and our souls no longer want to adventure, you understand, and try to discover new things, because the point of life is evolution. So if you are going to do the meditations, and try to make it better, and find a way you can connect better. And that's the problem. We have people interpret intelligence with ego, which is that total different ideas entirely. Because if you use your ego defends what already is here. Intelligence is what's coming. It's what's new. You understand? So I feel like, don't use your ego to interpret knowledge and wisdom, but rather try to be present. Be present, man. And the point of life is evolution, like I said.
And don't be afraid to experiment, to test, to tweak, because that's how civilization itself was built. That's how the fundamentals of the Maho, or the spiritual practices that we have today were built. Somebody,
you can say the arcane if you want.
The arcane, the arcane just sounds so much better. But the practices, even the methods of meditation, of astral projection, remote viewing, all those things, they were created by a person who tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and tweaked, and that's basically what we're gonna be doing. They've been talking for a long time, so we are going to check out now. Hope you all enjoy this video. Leave a like and subscribe and comment. Ta-ta.